Once upon a time in Jerusalem, the only English bookshops were owned by Israelis, Israeli authors and the Israeli point of view. But 40 years ago, Mahmoud Muna's father decided there should be another bookseller of Jerusalem.
This is a bookshop that is the only and the first bookshop actually in English that is interested in, and the main object here is telling the story of the Palestinians.
It was illegal to call it the Palestine Bookshop, but that's effectively what it is. In fact, Mahmoud and his brother have created more than a bookshop, rather a place where students study and people gather.
We think of our job as a very important job here in the city, in the center of East Jerusalem, to tell the story of those voiceless, those people who have very, very, very few voice telling their story. And I think the bookshop is the most beautiful way.
But now the historic enmity recounted in bookshops across this divided city has plunged to new levels of horror. Mahmoud is a worried man.
When I look at my shelves, I get really depressed a little bit these days, because certainly this conflict didn't lack knowledge or didn't lack literature or written material or wisdom or solutions or scenarios about how to solve this conflict. And we always lacked the political will to actually make peace. And in days like these, my despair comes from the point that we have now, unfortunately, the will not to make peace, but the will to make war.
The truth right now is that this is a conflict with no end in sight, a conflict about which there are many more words to be written.